Every great creative work stands on the shoulders of giants. Welcome to RetroInspection, where we examine and find out where the things we love today came from.
Zorro was inspired by historical figures. Um, Joaquin Murrieta,
Yes.
Pio Pico's brother. I can't remember what his name was, but these two guys were actual Mexican or Spanish nobility who were landed people who were, when the gold rush began in the 1840s or 1850s, their lands and their property were basically overrun by all the people who were looking to be enriched by the gold that was found in California. And they did get some level of revenge. I think Joaquin Murrieta is more of a legend. We're not really sure historically about him, but he donned in the legends, he donned a mask and he took revenge on the people who stole from him and his family. And the same with Pico, who was an actual historical figure who actually was found to do these things.
Do they drag him? Do they drag Murrieta into the Banderas Hopkins Zorro? I almost feel like they do.
I think they did. I think I haven't seen that movie in such a long time. I can't tell you.
Let me look. Appearances in media. Let's have a peek at that one. Real quick. Something notable about that film is it introduces the idea of the mantle of Zorro being something that is transferred in a family. So, so for that, they're ripping off, the Phantom comics by Lee Falk. Because that was the whole deal with the Phantom is that like every son, when the father retired or stopped being the Phantom, his son would become the new Phantom and thus give rise to the myth that the Phantom was immortal, aka the ghost who walks. Mask of Zorro, 1998. Real quick. Just trying to see. Hell, Control F. I'm just kind of curious. No, maybe not, man. No, maybe I'm totally misremembering that because nothing's coming up on the Wikipedia page for that name. But I thought for some reason they had yoinked Murrieta as an historical figure and made him part of that. So maybe not.
Well, McCulley went on. He wrote many other pulp novels. I think 50 Zorro novels or something like that. And
yeah, it is got something like 50 odd, including one posthumously published.
And Curse of Capistrano became a worldwide bestseller, like I don't know, 50 million copies sold or something like that.
It was. I mean, it was one of the biggest books. I don't know if it's at this point. I don't know if it's probably still in 20th century books. It might, if it's sold, 50 million copies, it might be top 20 for the 20th century. Remember, the top 10 of the 20th century, I think 5 or 6 of those slots are occupied by Mickey Spillane. Mickey Spillane sold a truckload of books.
Well, McCulley, he kind of had after Zorro, a middling career, but he made Zorro. Zorro was in film and TV thereafter, so he likely lived very comfortably on that. I mean, it became, I think, the most popular of all the Zorros was likely Guy
Williams.
Yeah, Guy Williams' Disney Zorro.
Space, yeah, that was the one I watched as a kid.
And that was in the 50s, right?
Yeah.
But Douglas Fairbanks, and obviously the Tyrone Power version, Antonio Banderas, and
some guy named Robert Livingston.
Oh, and I think even Frank Langella played Zorro.
No, you're thinking of Zorro the Gay Blade, with
No, that's George Hamilton.
That's George Hamilton, but no, I don't see Langella in here.
No, he was on. He did it. It was a TV movie.
Really?
Yeah. So
you were absolutely. I'm sorry. You are 100% correct. Yeah, 1974.
But and Zorro the Gay Blade, which, listen, for its time, it is hilarious.
Yeah, no, I saw it in its original release. I saw it at the drive-in. I have not revisited it, but I'm gonna imagine that. Yeah, that would not fly now, man.
No, it wouldn't. But I remember thinking that it was really, really super funny at the time.
You were 10 years old.
Exactly right. So just imagine that.
Like, subscribe, repost, share everywhere. To see what else we're up to, visit xynobooks.com, xenobooks.com.